Dear students, welcome to Kalarava Tutorials Chitradurga. So in the previous videos, we have to solve the first main of the exercise number 1.1. So today in this video, we have to solve the problems related to the second one. In the second one, they given that write the first four terms of AP when the first term A and common difference D is given. So in the first problem, they given that A is equal to 10 and also D is equal to 10. So here we have to take A is equal to 10 and D is equal to 10. First we have to find out the first term. Here first term is A1, that is taken as A, and the first term is of 10. And we have to find out the second term A2. A2 is equal to, in the second term we have to take A plus D, that is equal to A is 10 plus D is also 10, that gives you 10 plus 10 is equal to 20. This is the second term. And for finding the third term, A3 is equal to, we have to take A plus 2D. A is 10 plus 2 into, in the place of D we substitute 10. So here 10 into 2 means 20, 20 plus 10, so that is equal to 30. This is the third term. And A4, so for finding the fourth term we have to take A plus 3D. Here A is of 10 and 3 into D is also 10. We substitute in the place of D, that is 10. 10 into 3, 30, 30 plus 10, that is equal to 40. Here the first four terms, the first four terms are, here we write the, observe, students, we have to find out the four terms. Here 10 is the first term, 20 is the second term, 30 is the third term, and 40 is the fourth term. Here we write 10, 20, 30 and 40. These are the four terms of this AP. And now we have to move on to the second one. In the second problem, they given that A is equal to minus 2 and D is equal to 0. Now we have to find out the four terms of this problem. So here for finding the first term we have to take A1. A1 is equal to A, so that is equal to minus 2 is the first term. For finding second term A2 is equal to, we take A plus D. A means minus 2 plus D means 0. If you add minus 2 to 0, you get minus 2. Then we take A3, third term. A3 is A plus 2D. So A is of minus 2 plus 2 into, in the place of D you substitute 0. So that here you get minus 2 plus 2 into 0, you get 0, minus 2 plus 0, you get minus 2. And then for the fourth term, A4 is equal to A plus 3D. So here my A is minus 2 plus 3 into, in the place of D substitute 0. Here minus 2, 3 into 0, that gives you 0, that also minus 2. Students, you observe here, we find out the first term is minus 2, second term is also minus 2, third term is also minus 2, and fourth term is also minus 2. So here we write the first four terms. First four terms are minus 2, first term, second term also minus 2, here third term also minus 2, and fourth term is also minus 2. So these are the four terms of the AP. So now we move on to the third problem. Students, in the third problem they given that the value of a is equal to 4 and value of d is equal to minus 3. So for taking a1, for finding first term, a1 is equal to a, that becomes 4. a2 is equal to a plus d. Here a is of 4 plus, in the place of d you substitute minus 3. I write minus 3 in the bracket because there is a plus, and also for the value of d it is minus. I have write both the signs. In between that there is a bracket. That bracket implies multiplication. So this gives you 4 plus into minus, minus, that means 3. That is 4 minus 3, that is equal to 1. This is the second term. Here we have to find out third term. a3 is equal to a plus 2d. Here a is of 4 plus 2 into d is of minus 3. So now we have to multiply these two terms. I write here 4. Here there are two numbers are there, plus into minus, minus 2 into 3, 2 3 is 6. Here you get, here it is plus 4 and minus 6, we have to subtract that one. 6 minus 4, that gives you 2. The greater number is 6, the symbol is minus, so we write for the answer, that gives you minus 2. Then we have to find out the fourth term, a plus 3d. So that is equal to a is of 4 plus 3 into the value of d is of minus 3, you substitute minus 3. That is equal to 4 plus into minus, minus 3 3 is 9 you get. If you have to subtract this one, 9 minus 4, that is 5. The greater number symbol is minus 5. So students, you observe, we have to find out the four terms. Here first term is 4, second term is 1, third term is minus 2, and fourth term is of minus 5. So we have to write the first four terms. The first four terms are, that is 4, 1, minus 2 and minus 5. These are the first four terms of the third problem. So then we move on to the next one, that is fourth one. In the fourth problem, they given that value of a is equal to minus 1 and the value of d is equal to 1 by 2, that is half. So now we have to find out the first term. a1 is equal to a, that is equal to minus 1. Then a2 is equal to a plus 2, a plus d. So that is equal to the, well, in the place of a we write minus 1 and plus in the place of d you have to write, that is half. Here we have to take the LCM. 2 is the LCM for this problem. Here there is 1 is in the denominator of the first number. There is no number, we consider that 1 is there. So you have to divide the LCM by this denominator. 1 2s are 2, that is 2 times it is divided. You have to multiply this 2 to the numerator, that gives you 2 1s are minus 2. Then you have to take the second term. 2 1s are 2, that is 1s divide 1 into 1, that gives you 1 1s are 1. So here you get minus 2 plus 1, that means you have to subtract this one, you get minus 1 divided by 2. So here this is the second term. So now we have to find out the third term, that means a3. a3 is equal to a plus 2d. So that is a is of minus 1 plus 2 into, I write 1 by 2. So here you observe this 2 1s are, both are gets cancels. So because it is in the numerator and this is in the denominator, you have to cancel that one. It is not possible when in between these two it is plus or minus. In between these two, if it is multiplication symbol, then we have to cancel this one. So that is equal to, here minus 1 is there. So multiply this one. 1 into 1, 1. So plus 1. That is equal to, in the denominator it is 1. We leave that one. So minus 1 plus 1, that gives you, that is 0. So then you find out the fourth term. Fourth term is equal to a plus 3d. A is of minus 1 and plus 3 into, that is d is 1 by 2. So that gives you minus 1. 3, you have to multiply the numerator to the numerator. 3 ones are 3. Here it is plus 3 ones are 3 divided by 2. Now we have to solve this by taking 2 as the LCM. Here it is 1 we consider, 1 2s are 2, we have to multiply the 2 to the numerator, that gives you minus 2, and plus 2 1s are 2, we have to multiply 1 to 3, 1 3s are 3 you get. So that means here it is minus 2 plus 3, the symbols are different, you have to subtract this one. 3 minus 2, that gives you 1, that means plus 1, greater number is plus 1, so plus you have to write plus 1 divided by 2. So this is the fourth term. Students, you observe, we have to find out the first term as minus 1, second term as minus 1 by 2, so the third term as 0, and the fourth term is of 1 by 2. So now we have to write the four terms. The first four terms. The first four terms are, the first term is of minus 1 and minus half and 0 and plus half, that is 1 by 2. So these are the four terms of the fourth problem. So we have to move on to the next problem, that is fifth one. In the fifth problem, they given that, in the fifth problem, that is a is equal to minus 1.25 and d is equal to minus 0.25. So now we have to find out the first term, that is a1 is equal to a, that is the first term is minus 1.25. Now we have to find out the second term, a2 is equal to a plus d, that is equal to a is of minus 1.25 plus d is of minus 0.25. So now we have to multiply these two terms. So because there is, though both symbols are there, minus 1.25 plus into minus, minus 0.25. You have to, here both the numbers are having the same symbol, you have to add these two numbers. That means here I write minus 1.25 and minus 0.25. For adding or subtracting, we have to write the numbers, that is the decimal point, in the same position. So here 5 plus 5, 10, that gives you carry 1, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 2, that is of 5, and here 1 plus 0 is 1, that gives you minus 1.50. So this is the second term. So now we have to find out the third term. A3 is equal to a plus 2d. Here a is of minus 1.25 and plus 2d, 2 into minus 0.25. So that is equal to minus 1.25. So you have to multiply these two, plus into minus, minus 0.25 into 2, that gives you 0.50. Then you have to add these two terms, both are minus symbol, that means you get 1.75. So then you have to find out the fourth term, that is equal to a plus 3d, that is a is of minus 1.25 plus 3 into d is minus 0.25. Here you get minus 1.25 plus into minus, minus, you have to multiply these two, you get minus 0.75. So then you have to add these two, you get minus 2.00. So that means, Students, we have to find out all the four terms. Here is the first term, this is the second one, and third term, and the fourth term. Here you write the four terms. The first four terms are here minus 1.25, minus 1.50, minus 1.75 and minus 2.00. So these are the four terms of the AP. So this completes the second main problems. Students, we have to you have to observe the so many videos in the next problem. In the next third main will be solved in the next video. Thank you.